First of all, let me just talk about that first, because I feel like a lot of you need a career change. And I felt that earlier too. And I feel that, you have some divine protection. You have some, this is basically like spiritual guidance coming through from your father's side of the family, urging you to really reassess what you're doing so that you can move forward and find a career path that, where you're properly employed and properly compensated. Okay. So I feel like I've been feeling for the past few months, a lot of you have been in situations where you're underemployed or underpaid. I feel like a lot of you are underpaid. So you need to like do some type of a major career reassessment to figure out what you want to do and where you want to be. Okay. So sorry for that belated message, but let me just go into your reading. So earlier I mentioned when it comes to partnerships, there's a lot of strife in your current relationship. I feel like, somebody, there's a lot of like values differences, philosophical differences. And then, there's a lot of attraction because the fire deals with passion. The wand's energy deals with passion. However, if you are in stable existing relationships, I feel like there's temptation coming through from your environment. There's like more opportunities where you might be going out without your significant other, or you might be solicited, or other people might be flirting with you outside of your relationship. So that's something to be very careful about. Okay. And then for those of you who are in a, I want to say like single or, socially dating, but you're not really in a relationship just yet. I feel like you're socially dating somebody that, there's a lot of passion once again. And I feel like they're not as, they're not as, I want to say like I feel like they really like you. But it seems like they're bending over backwards to accommodate you. And I feel like you're flattered by it, but at the same time, you feel a little bit kind of like, why are they this? Why are they like this? Like you're questioning their motives. That's what it feels like to me. I'm going to go into your reading and let's talk about the past first. So we have the Hermit as well as the Four of Wands. And, I feel like, okay, so the Hermit basically indicates a card about, looking into a situation and trying to figure out why that situation, happened the way that it did. Okay. And in the past position, we have here the marriage card. So a lot of you might have like be in a marriage situation or be in a very, very stable relationship. And I feel like this is a relationship that is very good, very positive, and very enriching. And I feel as well, a lot of you are also rethinking a major relationship to see if it's going to, to see if it meets all the criteria to take it to the next level. So I feel that you're heavily thinking about marriage. You're heavily thinking, if you're in a relationship, you want to take a relationship to the next level and you want to like create a home with another person and you want to, share your life, share your space, share your finances with another person. I feel like with the general reading, the emphasis was very heavy on family, releasing family karma, releasing resentment when it comes to mother, father, whatever hangups you have with family members or with the family that you grew up in. I feel like you're trying to make a change. You're trying to do things differently so that, your marriage, your own family that you create for yourself doesn't fall into the same trap or there isn't that same recurring pattern that you grew up with. And a lot of you are very conscious about this because this is a card about self-awareness, insight, spiritual guidance, as well as, having enough insight into your situation to know how to change it and to know what you need to do in order to get it going the way that you want. So I feel that you, especially for those who are in a stable relationship right now, you're in a very, very happy state and you might like really, love your significant other and you really want to take things to the next level. A lot of you might have recently gotten married, gotten engaged, taken a relationship to the next level as well, declared, like you might have been socially dating. Now you're taking the relationship to the next level and you're reassessing whether or not it was the right move. Okay. And I feel like you're still happy about this. So I feel like it's a good fit. At the center of the spread here is the Strength card as well as the World. And first of all, singles, there's a lot of, I want to say just, like really, really robust energy for flirtation, for excitement, for like one night stands, for attracting a lot of people this month. The Strength card is a card about, attracting people that are very different from us. So it's a woman and a lion. So these are, what I call like, just different species. Not literally, but I feel that in a way, the people that you're encountering, they're so different from you, either culturally, ethnically, the way they're raised, the thing that they believe in, they're so different from you that it's really, it's exciting, it's dynamic, but it can pose as a challenge down the line. And I feel like overall, this is a card that indicates a lot of like trust in another person, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, but having the ability to really trust the other person unconditionally. So no matter what's happening around your environment, no matter what people say, like you trust one another on a very deep rooted level. It's linked up here with the World, and the World basically means travel opportunities and, opportunities to meet people who are basically like, either very accomplished in their field or somebody who's very, very well traveled, and you're learning a lot from them. I feel that they're very, they have a lot of personal insights, and they're just highly spiritually evolved, okay? They believe in many things, they're open-minded, and I feel that they're always up for learning new things. So you're in a very good position, I feel like starting this month when it comes to relationships overall, or like for those of you who are dating. The foundation of this reading here is the High Priestess, and the High Priestess basically means revelation, things being kind of like brought into the light for re-examination or for reassessment. And we have here the Sword of Truth, which basically means, some news that is being delivered to you, with the Ace of Swords, some news that is being delivered to you that will allow you to make a major decision. If you are dating somebody, and I feel like if you are dating somebody and you're living in a house with them, I do sense there is an escalation in that relationship and you're taking things to the next level. If you are currently single and dating, for example, if you're currently single and dating, I do feel that there's plans for travel. There's going to be a lot of movement in travel with a significant other and meeting new people and romantic prospects on the, like en route when you are traveling somewhere. So I feel like, it's not like overseas so much because, like I mentioned before, the 9th house is blocked, but you might potentially be discussing travel plans further down the line. But the discussion is happening now, but the actual travel is further down the line with a relationship partner or a significant other. So this is a very good combination overall. It basically means, things being revealed to you. I feel like somebody is pouring their heart out to you and they're telling you that they really like you. And I feel that if you're in a relationship, for example, you're very flattered, but you're going to turn this down because I feel that your relationship is very stable. If you're single, somebody's doing like an outpouring of love and they're coming through to like, I want to say like sweep you off your feet. It's like whining and dining and romancing somebody to the point where they can't say no. So somebody's coming on very strongly and there's a lot of physical attraction. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of attraction. What's crowning you is the thing that you're thinking about. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which basically means, this is, when I read this card, it's a very positive card. It basically means your dry spell is coming to an end. If you haven't had much luck dating, for those who are single, you're going to be inundated with a lot of options. Like you're keeping all your options afloat. You're juggling many people. I do see a lot of people speed dating or, going through like many dates. And I feel that it's going to be very positive for you. You should do that. What's also coming through as well is we do have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords as an advice, I feel it's a card about slowing down. It's a card about not wearing yourself thin because I feel like offers are coming through plentifully, but I feel that financially and also just on an energetic level, you want to slow down and you don't want to scatter your energy. You want to focus on the options or the people that you feel would actually pan out long term. Because I feel like, it's like quality over quantity. And that's something like, doing things in moderation is something that's required of you for this month. What I also feel is there's a really, really strong, I feel like somebody meeting someone who's a perfect fit for them. And when they say the perfect fit, it's somebody that you will, it's like outside, completely outside of your normal type. Okay. So I feel like with the Four of Swords, this is a card about, spiritual ascension. It's a card about being very clear and being very precise about the type of partner that we want. And then the universe coming in to deliver exactly that person. And I feel like you have been trying to manifest this for quite some time. And I feel this is the month in which it's going to happen for you. Okay. Your power of attraction is really high. So take up offers on those dates. But at the same time, if you're like, if you're just like desperately going out there trying to find that perfect person, I feel that it's really important for you to just, keep your eyes on, realistic options rather than trying to fit that whoever it is in your environment into a mold that it's not appropriate for them. So just be discerning. Okay. What's coming through for you? We have the Three of Coins as well as the Page of Cups. I'm not reading this as a person, but it could be, very well be a water sign. So this is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I feel like for some of you, this might be a brand new person. For others, you might have been dealing with this person for some time. But what I'm sensing is this is a person that wants to build a future with you. So the Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They're very innocent, a little bit childish, not as reliable, but I do feel this is a love offer that is coming through from a water sign, and they do want to build a future. Okay. They do want to build a future. For those of you, this is a new person. They want to build something with you. And I feel like they want it to be solid and they want it to be stable. So it's good to give this person a chance because I feel like they have many, many options, but they're choosing you. Okay. What I'm also feeling is if this is somebody that you've been dealing with for quite some time, and I feel like it could be problematic because they are very flirtatious, and I feel like they're very whimsical and almost like mischievous. So I feel like they say a lot of things that confuse you. Like they say a lot of things where you're just like, I have no idea what they're talking about. They send you like confusing text messages, confusing emails, or they might be joking around and you don't really know when they're joking or when they're serious. So it's somebody who has like issues with saying what they mean and meaning what they say. So I feel like it's a very confusing energy. Be careful because I feel like this is somebody that could have, third parties involved as well. They're flirtatious. So I feel like they're sending their radars out for people who are single. So I feel like you might just be caught in the crossfires rather than them having serious intentions. So I feel that you will know which side of the coin which side they fall under. Okay. If they're just confusing, if you don't know when they're joking, if you don't know when they're serious, and if they're sending you these confusing messages, that's probably not the right person. Okay. So stable people in relationships. I do sense relationships looking very, very, very good. Okay. And, I feel like for some of you, you might be crushing on somebody and, that might be in a relationship. And I feel that you might realize that their relationship has recently ended. And I feel like you're making a play for them or they're making a play for you. So somebody whose relationship has recently ended. And I feel like you're being very, very skeptical and you're taking it very slow, which is a smart thing to do. Okay. So it's going to be a really, really good month, especially for those who are in stable relationships and especially for those who are out dating because you have a lot of offers coming through. All right. So Capricorns, I do wish you all the best. I hope you like the new layout. I'm going to try to do it for the rest of the year just to see how it goes because I like to switch things up every once in a while.